Oh, hi folks. Can you hear that? That's thunder. Ken Ring here, www.predictweather.com. There's a bit of rain about at the moment, and this is just a follow-up video of one we did a few days ago when I told you about the cirrus cloud in the sky, which are thin streaks of cloud looking like hair, which is a precursor to rain and heavy cloud, and that's kind of what's in the air at the moment. Last night was full moon, and it was very eerie air. We had a couple of big earthquakes in New Zealand, one in Wanganui and one in Christchurch, 4.6 according to GNS, which is quite significant. They come around full moon time. It normally rains 2 days after full moon in most places, and it looks like we may be getting that. The brunt of this rain may be tomorrow, but it has certainly worsened, certainly unsettled, and that's what the cirrus cloud nearly always predicts if you're a budding weather predictor. A couple of other things too which are quite interesting. A lady rang me last night and this morning, and said that she suffers from seizures, and she had one last night being full moon night. It has been my experience that people with seizures do very often suffer them around the full moon time. This goes along with research from the police and the asylums that say people get overexcited, or their central nervous system seem to play up somewhat, and generally the people who tend to heightened passions or emotions, or they have bodies that are more susceptible to endocrinal fluctuations. This seems to happen more around full moons. Well, the lady who rang me and kindly spoke to me about her experience said that it happened, she had a seizure about 2 a.m. last night. So I looked up what the moon was doing, and I was able to tell her that the moon was at its zenith, what we call the mid-heaven, straight above us at 1:50 a.m. last night, which would have been 10 minutes into just before her seizure, or else she looked at the clock and it was about that time anyway. It has been my experience that people ring who do have epileptic problems in the family and ask for some information about the moon, and what I tell them is to just take a note of when the moon is going to be at full, especially full, but also at perigee and new moon. And it seems that if the body has a handle on the patterns of the moon, it generally seems to lessen the effects of these seizures. So if you know somebody who does suffer from that, I don't know if any studies have been done, it's just my meagre experience on this, and there might be something in it, but you might as well tell them that if they check out the times that the moon is in full moon and keep a diary of that, it may help them in their condition. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, it's just an idea, and it's been reinforced for me several times. So that's the full moon for you. Always watch out for full moons. They're pretty destructive in the winter time. New moons are more destructive in the summer, but we're getting into spring now. We're just past the end of winter, if you like. So it's not so much that full moons are as destructive as they were earlier in the season. But that's me. That's full moons. It's the rain maybe coming. The driveway was certainly wet this morning. Ken Ring, predictweather.com. Thanks for your interest.